Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the Steelers' 42-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Check 31, check 31. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash. Check safety, check safety. 59. Hey.
They'll run the toss. It's Lindsey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Set. Yellow 20. Come on, come on. Zebra. Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. Hey, Echo. Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Hey, give me radar. Lucky. Hey. Check.
Here's Stafford. Airing one out for Boyd. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny, you know. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Cameron Hayward in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Through 1 quarter, 9-7 our score.
Bengals 9, Steelers 7.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Monday. Hey, turn it up.
And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Double right. Alert 3. Switch. Hey.
On 3rd down, it's Carson, and he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Taken from just outside the 30. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Throwing on 1st down, Jones. And Austin Seferian-Jenkins has it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a 1st down. Jones now On first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Jones. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. They'll toss it out to Carson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Lady! Watch it, hey, watch the slant! Watch the slant! Pick the edge, Hey, 5-0! Check nickel. Hey, easy! Joker! Check.
They'll run on first down. It's Lindsey, and very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
Sponge! No! Say, hurry! Back! 22! Omaha, ready, move!
They'll try the air now with Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
54. Hey. Smooth.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Kill. Turn up. Kill.
Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
There is no doubt that Geno Atkins is really strong attack, but I love his suddenness, the ability to make plays, to be in one spot, and then he's gone and into the offensive backfield. He's a heck of a player.
And there, a big TFL, tackle for loss.
Hard to believe that his father, Gene Atkins, was an NFL defensive back. He's bred this big defensive tackle.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Now it's Wright. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Check 24. Watch 24.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Bravo. Hey. Me. 55 Mike.
From the 50, it's Stanford. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
55. Easy. Switch up. Check.
3rd and 2, Stanford. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. To throw from his end zone, Jones. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Here's Jones. Going to throw again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Watch it. Hey. 13. Check 13.
On 1st down, Lindsey. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
They'll run with Lindsey, and he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Now from the 7, here's second and goal.
Like 7. Rush in, rush in, rush in. 36, 36. Under 10. Right, 70. 10, 49, check 20. Let's go, come on, man, pick it up.
7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with third down upcoming.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
It'll definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now, 3rd and 10.
Kill. Check the hot read. He's coming. We got double up.
And Stafford's going to take it himself. And he bulls his way into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. Matthew Stafford, his 19th touchdown now of the season. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes this a 9-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys and continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Very difficult night for the guys on offense. They've got to be looking at each other in the huddle and on the sidelines. How are we going to find some open space to complete a pass and find open room to run? This defense all night long has squeezed down the passing lanes, made plays on the football. It's really been a thing of beauty for them. He's got to figure all day long prepping for the game. They had to have talked about it again and again. Squeeze passing lanes and we'll be in great shape.
Jones throwing on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now Jones off the play fake. Escaping the pressure right. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Trey Flowers picks it, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
And I think that's going to go down as no gain, but that doesn't seem fair for the effort that was presented on that play. That should go down as a loss. I know, I'm a defensive guy, but you got to like the play that was made.
He made a lot of those plays last week. He was AFC Defensive Player of the Week, picking up where he left off.
Shift.
They'll go again with Lindsey. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Drill right, 22. 55. Omaha, ready to move. All right, T. Tight, easy. You go tight. You got tight. You got help.
To throw on third down. Stafford. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt. The Bengals bring out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of... Jones hit, and the ball's out. And the Bengals grab it, and this will be scooped up in the end zone. A defender gets there, and it's a touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2.
Check 43.
It'll be Carson. They run for it. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
You got nothing. 5.
From the gun, Jones throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road in just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4.
On the double. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Hey, team 6. Team 6. 5. Mike 5. Let's go. Ready?
Jones now on 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Jordan Willis.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones firing quickly here, and that's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, You enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. On fourth down, Jones. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. Jones heading up here first and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. From the gun, it's a give to Peterson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. On second and a yard, Jones. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Jones to throw on third down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
60 Pittsburgh. Recon, 132 fighter. Smith. Watch twin. Watch fight.
First down, here's a run with Peterson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. They run again with Peterson. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Adrian Peterson with touchdown number 12 on the year. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Point after, right down the middle. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
40 got. 40 got. Watch the edge. Hey, alert 3. 61, matchbox lights.
Another run by Lindsey. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And the Bengals on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Watch the twins. Check. Six guys. Leroy. Check 31. Check 31. Hey, Red. He's checking. Crash. Check safety. Check 4.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
at their own 18-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
In a 2-minute drill, we often talk about taking care of the football, but sometimes it's just a matter of who wants it more. How about him going up top on a 50-50 ball and taking it away for a big play?
Jones throwing on fourth down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
First down.
Ready? 8-3. Hey, high 7. 0-0, Mike 3. Don't get nervous.
They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Back to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Safarian Jenkins has it. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. As the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. First and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts.
Protein spill. Hey, lock it.
They'll run with Peterson. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. He'll look to throw. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. He has had a great game defensively.
And I love how you described that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline. And he's been fantastic. Reminds me when he was playing Madden.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, wow. I thought you were going to go on the field, but okay.
Hey, shoot.
Now Jones going to throw on third and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time, because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
On fourth down, Jones. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 30. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, one-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick six.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
So we had action to the very end of this one, the score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end, and you know some coaches preach that and tell their teams that's what I want all the time, and they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So for the Bengals, their very slim playoff hopes get a boost as they move to 5-7. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they suffer their 4th loss so far. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.